Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you could.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Agholor. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Pats are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Jackson on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. straight ahead at Stevenson.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he stopped immediately there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Well, we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Drake running left.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Back to throw. Jones rolling to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 score. Jones hit and the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
Touchdown!
James Prochet.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Jones out to his left, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Jackson to throw.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jackson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout They get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Jackson.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Jones looking around.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw.
A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball.